Good day to all. Here is another inspiring story that will open our minds how noblest the teaching profession is. Moreover, this will also boost the pride of every teacher knowing that what they did really makes a big difference. The story entitled Special Place in Heaven. At the gates of heaven, Saint Peter stood resplendent, holding the key to heaven. Before him sneaked a very long line of people eager to pass through the portals of heaven. Saint Peter asked the man at the head of the line. Saint Peter asked the man at the head of the line a simple question. Why, dear sir, should I let you enter in heaven? The man replied, I am a doctor. In my lifetime, I saved lives, cured the sick, and gave them their families a better quality of life. To which Saint Peter commended, Remarkable, you may enter through the gates of paradise and enjoy your rightful place. Next in the line was a woman dressed in a no-nonsense business suit. Saint Peter asked her the same, Why should I let you enter heaven, dear woman? And she replied, I am an entrepreneur. I give people decent job, paid them well enough to feed, clothe, shelter, and afford their families the necessities of life. Ah, said Saint Peter, indeed, that is remarkable as well, but of course, you may enter heaven. A young man in uniform stepped up and faced Saint Peter, and to the same question, he responded, I am a policeman. In my lifetime, I came to the succor of the citizenry, protected it against criminals who plagued the streets down on earth. Saint Peter was impressed and gave the young man pass to enter through the gates of heaven. Soon it was turned a delightful elderly man who did not wait for Saint Peter to pose him the question, and he offered his reason. I am a lawmaker. I crafted laws and policies for the benefits of all stakeholders of society, prescribing their rights and violations thereof. Impressed with the lawmaker's credentials, Saint Peter let him through without any hesitation. Fastened heels on lawmaker, a young woman austerely dressed came up front. Tell me, young lady, why should I let you in? Saint Peter asked. She replied, I am a lawyer, Saint Peter. To the best of my abilities, I defended the rights of the victims and at times the right of accused just as vigorously. Commendable, roared Saint Peter in delight. Saint Peter now faced a middle-aged man with a rimmed glass. The man had heard the question that Saint Peter had posed ahead of him, and he had a ready answer. I am a scientist, dear Saint Peter. I help unlock the secrets of life and the secrets of the fields. Research, technology, communication, medicine, transformation, galactic travel, among others. And in doing so, I assure you, I never lost my awe and wonder of the creators of such majesty and grandeur as the universe. Saint Peter could not contain his delight and permitted the man to enter heaven. In stark contrast to the scientist who left, a tall dignified man in a well-cut Italian suit and handmade silk tie stepped up in front of the line. My dear man, Saint Peter said, feeling more loquacious. You must agree that I did well letting the scientist into heaven. Pray, tell me why should I let you through the gates of heaven? And so the man replied, I am a diplomat. With all my God-given skills, I found it very hard to eradicate the scourge of war that has visited people time and time again and devastated scores and scores of generations to human race. But of course, a peacemaker, Saint Peter murmured appreciatively, do take your place in heaven as promised to peacemakers. This line of questioning continued down the line of souls who stood before Saint Peter, eager to disclose to him their rights to enter heaven. Farmer, architect, fisherman, engineer, bus driver, household helper, actor, comedian, banker, parents, computer analyst, financier, politician, chief executive officer, country president, chef. Finally, the last person in the line stood before Saint Peter. It had been a long day, and he was pleased that did not have to turn anyone away. He looked at the simple woman before him and asked the same question for the last time that day. My dear lady, thank you so much for waiting so patiently for your turn. Now, tell me, why should I let you into heaven? And the elderly woman responded, without rancor or recrimination at being heard last. Dear Saint Peter, this is why you should let me through the gates into heaven. Those people who entered ahead of me, they become who they were because of me, in a mixture of pride and humility. She continued, I am their teacher. Saint Peter silently nodded, breaking into a smile. His job for that day has ended. He locked the gate of heaven only after the teacher stepped in for or just reward. Indeed, a teacher is so powerful. Teachers are in a very noble profession where they help others become what they want to be. They are in a profession where they can touch lives and so affect eternity. In the United States of America, the Global Financial Institution or ING conducted a survey in 2010 in conjunction with the National Teachers of the Year Award. A significant finding was 88% of 1,000 American age 18 and older who was surveyed identified at least one teacher who had a significant positive impact on their file. Science 2013. A teacher has the power to touch lives and make a difference in people's lives. The influence of a good teacher can never be eased, says one quotable quote. Just remember the moving story of Teddy and Miss Thompson. May we all be Miss Thompson to all our students in the future. If we do that, we can prove to the world that teaching indeed is a noble profession.